there, YouTube. It's Bobi, aka Paginator, and I am here today with an Owlcrate unboxing. I haven't got to do these in a while because I unsubscribed because I thought I couldn't afford it and then realized I could, so I resubscribed and had to wait till I could get back on because they only take so many subscribers at a time. But anyway, I'm here and I've got my Owlcrate box and I'm ready to open it. Alright, we'll give you guys the first look and then see what we've got. And it feels really heavy. That's usually a good sign. I have no idea. I've been kind of out of the loop, so I'm not even sure what the theme is. We'll find out right now by looking at the theme card. Rebels with a Cause. Okay. I'm just gonna not try to guess who these girls are. I'm just gonna set the card down and I'll look at it if I need to figure out things. Alright, we must dive through the large mass of schoolies. You know, this is actually perfect that this box came today because I'm putting together a birthday package for my niece. And I'm going to be, she's 12. So I'm going to be making her a bookish box kind of situation. And I've gotten her The War That Saved My Life and the sequel, The War I Finally Won. And I'm going to be making her a book sleeve. And I've got a magnetic bookmark for her. And if you see this before Friday, which is the 5th of June, and you have any good ideas of what else I could put in my box for her, give me a little suggestion in the comments below. I have to mail it to her because of the whole COVID situation. I don't get to go like snuggle her for her birthday, and her family is very carefully socially distancing because her dad, my brother, works in a meatpacking plant and they just want to be super careful. Anyway, if you have ideas or suggestions for my niece's box other than books and a book sleeve and a bookmark, hit me up. Maybe I'll use this crinkly stuff for her box too. I'm gonna put it on the shelf behind me. I already know I'm weird. You don't need to tell me. Whew. Okay, I feel really sweaty and gross because I went to a state historic site and spent about an hour there walking around, and it's the hottest day of the week. I went at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What was I thinking? I don't know. Well, I was thinking that I needed to do research for a paper for grad school. That's what I was thinking, but still. It was fun, but I feel disgusting. But can I wait to get cleaned up and showered before I open this box? No. So, oh well, you guys can't smell me. Alright, let's start with a pin. And it is some crystals, apparently. I am not sure what that might be in reference to. It's just some crystals. We'll take a second look now that it's out of the plastic. It probably is to do with the book that we're getting. I'll just set this down and we'll look at it in a minute. Okay. We've got a mysterious brown paper package. It is not tied up with string though. Sticker that tells us Owlcrate exclusive from Juniper and Ivy Designs. These guys make really pretty wooden things usually, so I'm interested to see what this is going to be. Ooh, okay, so this is a magnet. You can see the magnet on the back, and then it is a wooden magnet. Never allow yourself to believe you should be silent. I love that. Speaking of not being silent, the day that I film this is Blackout Tuesday in support of the Black Lives Matter movement and all those things, and I am not going to make this video about that because I want to share joy and my own brand of joy and happiness during hard times. But I do just want to say I fully support the peaceful efforts that are being made to bring this about. I don't know how I feel about the riots and the violent things that are going on, but I completely understand where it's coming from. But that's all I'm going to say about that right now, because again, this is not about that. This video is about sharing the Owlcrate video or unboxing and sharing again my own brand of joy. So moving right along, let's pull out this next item, which makes me very excited. This is a potholder set, and they're really cute. Okay, we've got two different quotes. Let's see. Oh, all right, so this one says, "May the stars keep you steady and the iron keep you safe." Do I know what that's from? This says Heart of Iron potholder set. Can I find out, like, if I skim the spoiler card, am I good enough to find out without spoiling myself for other things? I don't know. Maybe we'll just hold off on a second. Oh, goodness, what's this? Okay, so I'm guessing there's going to be some metallic something, because can you hear that sound? And we've got this pouch with a drawstring, and it says, "So long as you fight the darkness, you stand in the light." Saba Tahir. This feels like it's going to be metal straws. It is. There's a lot of them too. Holy cow. This is so awesome. Okay, so we have 2 of the cleaners, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 metal straws. This is so cool. I love metal straws, and I love that I now have so many of them, because sometimes I'm like, I can just rinse it and it'll be fine, or I don't have to take them to shove that cleaner in. I know, it's ridiculous. But still, now I have a very large supply, and these will come in very handy. Thank you, Owlcrate. Alright, it looks like we have a sheet of stickers next. Okay, we've got some different quotes and things here. Let's start up here. "Hope in the shadow of fear is the world's most powerful motivator. In a society that profits from your self-doubt, liking yourself is a rebellious act. You are your own best weapon." Something I don't know. "Nolite te bastardes carborundorum." It says Margaret Atwood. Is that supposed to be Spanish, Latin? I don't know. Margaret Atwood is The Handmaid's Tale. Is that something from that? I know, I haven't read The Handmaid's Tale. Don't yell at me. I'm too scared to, actually. We'll save that discussion for another day. We have a little note from Owlcrate, and it says, "We made the decision not to wrap your book in plastic this month in an effort to get the Owlcrate out as soon as possible. If you have any questions or concerns, please get in touch with us at support@owlcrate.com, and we hope you love this month's book selections." I'm good with that. As long as the book isn't like damaged or something, I'm totally fine with it not being wrapped, especially in plastic. We don't need to use more plastic. There are 2 books in here. There are 2 books in here. Okay, breathe. All right. What is this? Witchy? Ariel Slamet Reese. Okay, I've heard of this. What do I know about this? Like, nothing, right? Okay, so we're just going to read the back to you, because I can't think of where I've heard of this or what I know about this, because maybe I'm just delusional. In the Witch Kingdom, Hyalin, the strength of your magic is determined by the length of your hair. Those that are strong enough are conscripted by the Witch Guard. Wait a second. Let's just pause for a second. The strength of your magic is determined by the length of your hair. So maybe I have enough magic to turn a stupid fat rat yellow. I don't have very much. Those that are strong enough are conscripted by the Witch Guard, who enforce the law in peacetime and protect the land during war. However, those with hair judged too long are pronounced enemies of the kingdom and annihilated. This is called a witch burning. How long's too long? What? That's so interesting. Okay, I have got so much that I want to read today. I'm not even kidding you. I started reading City of Brass last night, and I really want to just get myself sucked in. I was up late finishing The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and was on such like a reading, like hyped up about reading kick, that I dove into City of Brass, but only got about 10 pages and then I was falling asleep. So I really want to just sink into that book today. But also, when I was at the fort, which is the historical site I went to today, I bought a couple books there because I could, and because it's the only place within 30 miles that you can physically buy a book from where I live. And they're all historical books, of course, being at that site, but I bought one about the fort there, Fort Bridger, and I bought one about mountain men and Tales of the West. So I want to read those books today too, and I want to read this graphic novel, and I'm probably going to want to read the book that's in here. Why are there not more hours in the day? Oh well, I'm on summer break. It'll be fine. Okay. Ooh, we're to the book. It's fitting quite snugly, so I'm trying to get it out. And it is Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. Why is this building on fire? Ooh. The spires on this building remind me a lot of a building that's in Salt Lake City that I've been to several times. Like, I don't know how I feel about that building looking so familiar to me, but anyway. Let's find out what this book is about. Alright, I don't know how to explain this other than just reading it to you, and I know some of you might not want to know, so what I'm going to do is hold this up, and you can pause the video if you want to pause and read. We'll get the first couple of paragraphs there for you. And if you don't want to know, you can just scoot right along in the video. Alright, I hope I held that long enough for you to hit pause and read that, and it wasn't blurry or anything. So this seems really interesting, and I'm definitely intrigued. I have read Labyrinth Lost by the same author, and I really liked it. It was very dark and mysterious, and definitely going to hang on to this for when I need a dark and mysterious kind of read. Not today, but soon. Alright, we'll see if there's anything else in the box. Looks like we've got a couple of things. Oh, we've got the Dear Reader letter. There is some art on the back of the letter. I always like to read these, so I'll go ahead and read it, and you can skip this part if you don't want to hear. Dear Reader, when I was a kid, I wanted two things: magic powers and a date with Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Neither one of those came true, alas, but I did find I had a superpower no one could take from me: stories. Every time I set off to create a world or a character, I think of the girl I used to be, the kid I still am in some ways. I write books for her. A strange magical adventure with complex heroes, a morally gray love interest, and non-stop intrigue and action. That's the story I set out to tell when I first envisioned the opening chapter of Incendiary. It's my sincere hope that every reader finds a piece of themselves in the pages of my books. Hopeless romantic, jaded misanthrope, mysterious stranger, chaotic good, tortured soul, dreamer, most of all the dreamers. Happy reading. Love, Zoraida. Okay. We also have the Owlcrate newsletter, and it will show us the difference in covers. So you can see the regular cover looks like the art from the Dear Reader letter, and this is the Owlcrate cover that we got. I don't know which one I like better. Honestly, I don't. Sometimes I can clearly say, yes, I like this one more than the other, but they're both really interesting covers. So there's not really any other information from the newsletter that I'm going to share with you at this time. I did want to take a look at the information for the Potholders, and it said it's inspired by Heart of Iron, which is that Ashley Poston book. Is it Ashley Poston? Yes, it is. I just checked my shelf. Okay. So that's what the Potholders were inspired by, is Heart of Iron. Last but not least, we have the theme card for next month's box, which is All the World's a Stage. That will be for the June box, and it tells us that each June box will contain an exclusive coffee from Bones and Coffee Company. Ooh, my friend's gonna be excited. Since I don't drink coffee, I do have a couple friends that do, and I can take this to one of them that I haven't seen in a while and do like a little hope you're doing fine in quarantine delivery. So I certainly need to wrap things up so I can get on with the rest of my day, but this has been a really fun unboxing, and I'm really, really pleased with the items that have been in here. Here's hoping that my other boxes for this month don't have the same book, because last month, like, every box had Bonecryer's Moon, and yeah. So far so good though, because the bookish box had something different, and so the only other one that I still have left to open for me is Fairy Loot, and I don't think that they're going to do Incendiary. I guess we'll find out. Stop talking. Okay. You guys have a wonderful and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.